the subscribe button if you don't want me to come at night.
Just as the clock strikes midnight, a strange phenomenon occurs in the quiet town. An unexpected guest makes its appearance, not with a grand parade, but with a creeping silence. The carnival, with no forewarning, no announcement, simply materializes from the ether of the night. The carnival's arrival is marked by a sudden splash of eerie lights casting long, dancing shadows that play tricks on the eye. Unearthly music, a discordant melody of calliope tunes, echoes through the stillness, a haunting lullaby that sends shivers down the spine. The air around it prickles with suspense, a palpable sense of intrigue that whispers of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. This is no ordinary carnival. This is a phantom, a specter. It lurks under the cloak of darkness, its presence a paradox of allure and dread. It's a siren's call to the unsuspecting, a moth's flame to the curious. As the town sleeps, the carnival waits, its lights flickering in the darkness, an irresistible invitation to the unknowing. As the night deepens, a group of adventurous souls find themselves drawn to the hypnotic allure of the carnival. Like moths to a flame, they are captivated by the flickering lights and the alluring promise of thrill and excitement. This is no ordinary group, but a band of friends, each with a thirst for adventure that rivals the other. There's Jake, the leader of the pack, his eyes sparkling with mischief and bravado. He's the kind of guy who'd dare to dive into an unknown abyss just for the thrill of it. Then there's Emily, a witty, intelligent woman with a smile that can light up a room. She's the voice of reason in the group, but tonight even she's caught up in the enchanting allure of the unexpected. The twins, Sam and Sarah, are the jokers of the group, their laughter infectious and their spirits unbreakable. Even in the face of danger, they'd be the ones cracking jokes, their laughter echoing in the silent night. And last but not least, there's Alex, quiet, reserved, and a bit of an enigma. He's the one who's always observing, always thinking, his mind a labyrinth of thoughts and theories. As they approach the carnival, their hearts pound with exhilarating anticipation, their laughter and chatter filling the air. The vibrant colors of the carnival stand in stark contrast to the darkness of the night, creating a surreal spectacle. The smell of popcorn and cotton candy is intoxicating, and the distant sound of carnival music is eerily inviting. But beneath the veneer of joy and excitement, there's an ominous undercurrent. The carnival, with its hypnotic lights and promises of fun, seems to cast a long, eerie shadow that stretches out into the night, a silent whisper of the unknown. But the group, blinded by their thirst for adventure, is oblivious to the mounting sense of dread. Unaware of the impending horror, they step into the carnival, their laughter echoing in the silent night. The funhouse, an innocent facade for the horror that lies within. Picture a labyrinth of terror where every corner you turn and every step you take sinks you deeper into the pit of dread. As our unsuspecting visitors venture into the funhouse, they find themselves immersed in a twisted world that shreds their comfort zone. The air grows thick with the scent of unseen fear, and the once vibrant laughter that echoed throughout the funhouse now takes a sinister turn, sending chills down their spines. They step into a room filled with distorted mirrors, their reflections stretched and contorted into grotesque caricatures. Faces elongate, bodies twist, and eyes bulge, creating a macabre spectacle of their own distorted selves. The mirrors, though silent, scream 1,000 horrors, each reflection a nightmare of its own. Whispers, barely audible yet chillingly clear, slither into their ears. The voices, seemingly innocent, are laced with an undercurrent of malevolence that clings to their skin like cold sweat. The laughter, once merry and inviting, has now curdled into a mocking, eerie echo that bounces off the walls, lingering long after it should have faded. They stumble upon room after room, each more horrifying than the last. One room is filled with towering shadows that loom menacingly, their dark tendrils reaching out, threatening to engulf them. Another is icy cold, the frosty air prickling their skin, their breath visible in the biting chill. Every room is a new level of fear, a fresh dose of terror. They're no longer visitors to a carnival, they're prey in a house of horrors. Amid the echo of their pounding hearts and the taste of their own fear, they realize the truth. This isn't a funhouse, it's a nightmare factory, churning out terror with each creaking door and echoing laugh. As they stumble from one room to another, the funhouse reveals its true, terrifying face. It's a face that grins wickedly in the dark, baring its teeth in a smile that's far from comforting. It's the face of the nightmarish funhouse forever etched in their minds, a haunting reminder of the terror they faced. It dawns on them the carnival is not a place of joy but a trap. In this labyrinth of laughter and lights, their initial delight curdles into dread. The jovial jingles that once filled the air now echo with a sinister symphony of fear. With every turn, every twist, every step they take, the funhouse distorts and reshapes itself like a living, breathing beast, hungry for the thrill of the chase. As they scramble for an exit, the once enchanting attractions morph into grotesque parodies of themselves. The carousel horses bear grinning skulls, the Ferris wheel spins backward in a manic frenzy, and the laughter from the clown's corner chills the bone. The once sweet scent of cotton candy now reeks of an unsettling metallic tang reminiscent of blood. Their hearts thump wildly in their chests, their breaths becoming more ragged, more desperate. Panic is a wildfire spreading through them, consuming their rationality, their hope. Each attempt to escape only leads them deeper into the belly of this monstrous carnival, their path spiraling into a never-ending nightmare. And then, the horrifying epiphany strikes them like a bolt of lightning. The carnival is relentless. It's not just a trap, it's a predator toying with its prey. The twinkling lights, the hypnotic music, the enticing games, they're all part of a macabre dance designed to ensnare the innocent, to feed the carnival's insatiable hunger for fear. They try to scream, to call for help, but their voices are lost in the cacophony of the carnival's nightmarish melody. Their pleas for salvation are drowned out by the relentless din of the Ferris wheel, the demonic laughter from the clown's corner, and the dissonant music that seems to pulse with a life of its own. In the heart of the night, they find themselves trapped, their screams swallowed by the carnival's haunting melody. The true terror of the carnival is not what is seen, but what remains unseen. In the abyss of the night, the unseen becomes the predator. In the labyrinth of the carnival, it's not the grotesque figures or the distorted mirrors that instill the deepest fear, but the unknown, the unseen, the unspoken. The visitors, now prisoners of their own curiosity, find themselves swallowed by a fear that is as intangible as it is overwhelming. The psychological horror that consumes them is not a beast with many eyes or a clown with a sinister smile. No, it is much more insidious. It is the creeping thought that something is always just out of sight, lurking in the shadows. This invisible terror seizes their minds, feeding off their fear and amplifying it. It robs them of their sense of direction, their hope, their sanity. In the deafening silence that follows their desperate screams, the unseen terror grows, feeding off the quiet. It's in the rustle of the wind, the creaking of the old carnival rides, the whispers that seem to echo from nowhere and everywhere. The silence is not a respite, but a breeding ground for dread. Every corner they turn, every door they open, every step they take, it is there. A presence, a specter, an unseen terror that casts an impenetrable shroud of fear. It's this fear of the unknown, the fear of what lurks in the shadows, that truly terrifies. The unseen terror transforms the carnival from a place of laughter and joy into a surreal nightmare. The once inviting colors now appear garish, the cheerful music sounds distorted, and the funhouse isn't fun anymore. It's a house of horrors, a maze of fear, a carnival of the macabre. The visitors are no longer visitors, they are victims trapped in a waking nightmare, a carnival that only exists in the darkest hours, a place where the unseen rules. As dawn approaches, the carnival's unspeakable horrors continue to unfold, hidden in the shadows. As the sun rises, the carnival disappears as mysteriously as it appeared. The night's horrifying revelry dissipates, leaving only the echoes of shrieks and the phantom scent of popcorn in its wake. Our unsuspecting visitors, now survivors, emerge from the shadows, their faces etched with an indelible mark of terror. Their adventure, a nightmarish carousel of horrors, has ended, but not without cost. Some have been forever altered, their innocence replaced with a knowing fear. Others disappeared into the funhouse's gaping maw, their laughter now just a haunting whisper on the wind. They've escaped the inescapable, fled from the unseen terror, and survived the Midnight Carnival. But as they return to their normal lives, the lingering effects of their ordeal remain. Nightmares plague their dreams. Whispers of the carnival creep into their waking moments. As the town awakens, the survivors are left with a chilling reminder of the Midnight Carnival, a horrifying memory that will haunt them forever.
Hit the subscribe button if you don't want me to come at night.